Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And happy Earth Day, everyone.
Happy Earth Day.
It's always nice to have our school family gathered here together, especially on an important day like this when we celebrate Earth Day. You know, Earth Day is actually April 22nd, but that happened during our vacation. But we think that Earth Day is such an important day that we need to celebrate it as a school family. So it's great that we're all here together. And it's nice that the rain stopped so that we could all gather outside like we usually do. And a great greeting for a gloomy morning. It's wonderful to hear all of you say good morning. So today, as we know, there are some important people that we always think of around Earth Day here. Two very important people, actually one important family and one important person who have played a big role in the H. Olive Day School. The first person is Miss H. Olive Day herself. Not our Miss Day, who's the kindergarten teacher. She has the same last name, but it's Miss H. Olive Day, who I know you've all learned about because her portrait is hanging in our front entranceway. And she was a very important person, obviously, because the whole school was named after her. You know, Miss Day was a person who cared a lot about the earth. She cared a lot about the school. She cared a lot about the town of Norfolk and the earth in general. She was a member of the Audubon Society, and she used to go down to Stony Brook all the time. She fed birds in her backyard and did all kinds of things to help out the earth. So she loved nature. Just as we are fortunate to have the Queen Day Forest back here, she loved nature and she loved to go for walks also. So she had a beautiful garden in which she grew all kinds of beautiful plants. So she would be so happy to see the garden that we have in the front of our school, Maddie's Garden, which grows beautiful flowers. Miss Day would love to see that. I know that each of our grades has learned a song that they're going to share with Mrs. Boostris's direction. So let's start actually with our preschool, though. We're going to start with preschool because Mrs. Verspril, Galano, and Ms. Cochran's class have joined us today. So we'll start with them. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and keep our planet clean. That's a great lesson for all of us to learn. I'm so happy to see that our preschoolers are learning that already. You know, Miss Day was an important person in our community, as I said, and she was a teacher and a principal at the Freeman Centennial School, not the Freeman Kennedy School, because that's a pretty new school, but there was a school that used to be over there on that same land. And she was a teacher and a principal there. And she was a principal when I first started teaching in Norfolk many years ago. And she was probably the best recycler I have ever known because she recycled before you could just put your recycling things out on the street to have someone pick it up or take it to the landfill. She used to recycle and reuse every possible thing, and she always made us very aware of it as teachers and students in the school, the old Freeman School. So she was a person who definitely took care of the earth. She would be very, very happy to see that we're learning about reusing, reducing, and recycling here at our school, and that we take such good care of the land around us. And so she would be so proud and happy that even our preschoolers are learning that already. So I think right now we'll have our kindergartners share their song with us.
Hello, world. again. Sun is up. I'm ready to play. Hello world. What do you say? There are bikes to ride, frogs to climb,
Woods to build,
trees to climb,
house to dress,
reeds to string,
keys to choose.
songs to sing. Hello world, my old friend. It's another day. Glad to see you again. The sun is up. I'm ready to play. Hello world. What do you say? There are games to play, ducks to feed,
Berries to pick,
books to read,
fish to catch,
friends to meet,
jokes to tell.
cookies to eat. Hello world, my old friend. It's another day. Glad to see you again. Sun is up. I'm ready to play. Hello world. So what do you say? Hello world, my old friend. It's another day. Glad to see you again. Sun is up. I'm ready to play. Hello world. What do you say? Hello world. So what do you say?
Well, thank you, kindergarten students. It just wouldn't be an Earth Day assembly here without Hello World. So I'm so happy that you're sharing that with us again this year. Love the sign language and love all that synchronized clapping that went on too. Nice job. We missed the air guitar though, Mrs. O'Shea. That's missing. You know, some other people who would be very happy that we are here celebrating Earth Day today would be the Kunde family. And if that name sounds familiar, it should, because our forest, our Kunde Conservation Forest here, is named after Mrs. Kunde. Her name was Ida E. Kunde. And this was named after her once we moved into school, once the school was built here. This land behind us was all kept as conservation forest so that everyone in the town can enjoy it and nothing will ever be built there. You know, the Kunde family originally owned all the land that our school is on, which I know that our first and second graders probably remember that because we've talked about that before at Earth Day assemblies. But they used to live right at the end of our driveway. There was a little farmhouse there, which is no longer there. Now there's a brand new house for a new family to enjoy living there. But at one time they lived in a little small home, a small white home at the end of the driveway. And this was all a farm. So what we're standing on right now used to be a field in their farm where they had some cows and some other animals, and they also planted some crops. So they were great people who believed in the earth, and they thought it was important when we built our school, even though they wanted us to build our school here, they thought it was important to save the forest behind us. So we always think of the Kunde family on Earth Day as well. Okay, now our first grade students will share a song with us. Nice, excuse me, nice job, first graders.
Hello.
Back by popular demand. Okay. Thank you very much, first graders. I love that reduce, reuse, recycle, and your new song this year, Don't Dump Trash. Good message for all of us. Don't dump trash anywhere except where it's supposed to be, right? Thank you. So we talked about the Quinde Forest, which is a place that we have back here, which is preserved land. And that's especially a place where we shouldn't be dumping trash anywhere around our school. And I think we do a really, really good job of that. Because people who visit our school always talk about how nice and clean our school is inside, but also outside. Because I think people do a really good job of either not throwing trash away outside, but also picking up trash when they see it. So I thank you for taking such good care of the land around HOD. Let's see, let's have our second graders share. They're going to share two songs as well.
Turning, turning round till morning, and from morning round till
Thank you, second grade, for sharing 2 new songs with us this year. Those were wonderful. I could just picture like the Native Americans who once were probably on this very land that we're standing on right now. And I think the birds appreciated it because I could really hear them singing along as you people were singing. So thank you very much. Well, thank you to all of you for all of the wonderful songs. Thank you so much to Mrs. Booster. Oh, I'm sorry. But wait, there's more. Second grade also has a poem to share. I thought maybe you were doing the 2 songs in place of it. Great. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much for adding that. That was a wonderful way to end our songs and poems for today. Thank you all so much for sharing them with our school family here at our Earth Day Assembly. I'd also like to thank very much Mrs. Bouskus, who introduced some new songs and I know helped you learn the songs. I'd like to thank Mr. Gleason for setting everything up for us here this morning. I'd also like to thank Miss Jacobs, who's here to videotape this for us for Norfolk Cable TV. And because she's here, your families will be able to view this at home, and you'll be able to see it all over again. So that'll be wonderful. You know, we've learned a lot this week, so I'd like to thank the teachers and assistants, too, for preparing lessons on reducing, reusing, recycling, and about taking good care of our earth. So thank you, teachers and assistants. We've learned a lot this week about how to take care of our earth, but of course we know that that's something that we need to do every single day here at HOD. We need to recycle, especially in our classrooms and in the lunchroom. We'll be doing some new lessons about recycling in the lunchroom. And so thank you for all that you've done, all that you've learned, and thank you for applying all of that. So so happy that we got this assembly in before the rain starts again, if it is going to start. And I don't know if any of you noticed, some of you noticed over here, but we actually had some turkeys on the playground. So they were celebrating Earth Day with us as well. I think they may have walked back into the woods right now. You know? And you know, we have another kind of special guest here. We have one of our students from Zavarian Brothers High School, Mr. Sean Spritzel, who is in the back. And I'm sure that he could tell you that it's very important to learn about reducing and recycling at an early age. So I'm sure that he's taken good care of the earth at Zavarian Brothers and all around, right? So thank you for all that you've done for us over the past couple of weeks. Okay, so it's time for us to end this. I'd like to stay out since it's not raining, but we have work to do back in the classrooms. So let's show everyone what a nice job we can do walking quietly, silently, as a matter of fact, back into the classroom. So thank you, everyone.